All right, House of Payne fans, hope everyone's doing well. This is my fourth House of Payne video in a row this morning, but the episode last night was so good that I feel like I, really had to talk about it. So, with that being said, let's jump right into it. You know the drill. Like the video, hit subscribe, click the bell icon and select all. That way you're notified whenever I post new content, and follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. I've already done my episode review, my trailer breakdown, a video about Lisa and Kaleb together, and this will be my final video until I come up with something else. So this video is kind of talking about the idea that based on what we saw of Kaleb in episode 19, the package, I think it's fair to say that he's a hit it and quit it kind of guy. Like he's the kind of guy who will go after someone who's on the pursuit, he's on the hunt, but as soon as he gets what he wants from his prey, he's pretty much done with them. He'll just, be like a lion going after an antelope, run after the I'm about to say run after that ass. But I mean, that's usually how it goes. Like in those documentary videos, like National Geographic and whatnot, they pounce, go for the behind, take that first bite, and then that's it. They eat their prey and then they leave the bones. That's pretty much Kaleb and Jasmine. I feel like Kaleb will go after Jasmine, get what he wants, the sex, and then once he's done, move on to the next one. I honestly think that's the kind of person he is. And go back to my video about the whole him hooking up with Lisa. It's not a theory I came up with myself. Fans have been speculating about that since the beginning of the show, where it's like, first of all, I don't think Malik is the baby daddy. Secondly, based off what we know about Jasmine's boyfriend, probably him. He's probably a baby daddy. That's how I think it could go. Go check out that video. But for this particular video, I just wanted to talk about the emotional manipulation of guys like Kaleb. I actually like Kaleb. I mean, I don't like what he does, but I do like the fact that Tyler Perry has written him very well. The fact that he's the kind of person who exists in real time. There are men and women who utilize this tactic in order to get what they want from someone. I mean, my favorite line of Kaleb is honestly one of the worst things he said. If you love me, you do it. That's so real. How many situations have either yourself, a friend, family member, they tell you the story of like the first time they had sex or they, did drugs or whatever. It's when their lover, partner, whatever phrase you want to use, manipulates them. It's like, okay, so you say you love me, but so why won't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you hit this joint? Why don't you give me a BJ? Why don't you do this or that? It's one of those situations where they try to manipulate your emotions when you've clearly made it established that you're uncomfortable partaking in the activity that it wants you to engage in. So I feel like this has definitely shown, like, Tyler Perry, my faith in your ability has not been completely extinguished, because watching episodes like The Package have me question why we had to sit through 3 episodes of Curtis and Ella being high. Because it's like, I get that you film stuff so quickly, so is it that I know the whole thing about actor availability, hence why Janine is a recurring guest as opposed to a main cast this season. You film stuff so damn fast. Is it really that hard to film 2 or 3 episodes where we have deep discussions about, having sex before you're ready, or what kind of person Kaleb is, things like that? I'd rather have those kind of that's why I'm doing so many videos on episode 19 alone, because this actually is some very thought-provoking topics. This is good stuff. Why can't we have episodes like this more often? Hopefully, if there is a season 10, I really do hope Tyler Perry looks at episodes like episode 19 and episode, what was it? I think it was episode 8, From Heart to Heart. Yeah, From Heart to Heart. There have been at least 2 to 3 episodes this season that feel like they're part of the original 8 seasons of House of Payne due to the quality. Sure, they don't actually have like 8 different storylines going on in an episode like the original House of Payne, or a great utilization of the characters, but they actually made me give a damn about the characters. Like, I felt bad for Jasmine because I didn't feel like Kaleb was going to force himself on Jasmine, because I feel like Jasmine is a strong enough person to fight that kind of thing. But I feel like at the end of the day, as soon as he's like, if you love me, you do it, right before Calvin was about to come in, I really wanted to see what would have happened next, because Jasmine was standing on her principles, and I admire that about her. The fact that, hey, I'm not ready. You need to respect that I'm not ready. And she even goes like, hey, listen, hey, open your ears, listen, because I want you to hear this. I'm not ready for sex. And then that's when he pulled the "if you love me" card. So it feels like if she had said no, which she did, I wonder what Kaleb's next move would have been. Would he have tried to force himself on her, or would it have been like, fine, you know what, then we're through? Because I feel like if the "I love you" card didn't work, then fine, me and you were over. That's probably where the conversation may have gone next. But long story short, I feel like when it comes down to it, Kaleb is the kind of guy who will hit it and quit it and then leave the girl questioning, but I thought you loved me. Yeah, I got what I wanted. That's it. I feel like that's the kind of asshole he is. So once again, this was a solid episode, which led to a very solid discussion. Now, I don't want to get my hopes up. I'm interested in what next week is going to bring. There are only like 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There are about 5 or 6 episodes left of this season. I really hope that they stick the landing. But at the end of the day, I don't want to be super excited because I feel like I don't want to be let down when it comes down to the final stretch of season 9. But I really do feel like Kaleb is a hit it and quit it kind of guy. And Jasmine's going to be distraught over that if she does give it up. I hope she doesn't. But it would actually be realistic for the kind of scenario for a girl who's stuck on her principles. Now, and I don't mean to sound, sorry, I don't want to say stuck. Standing on her principles. And she'll falter, have sex, and then we'll have to deal with the consequences. Now, I'm not saying that she'll get knocked up or anything, but this is her first time having sex if she decides to have it. And if she does decide to have it, I feel like it's really going to mess with her because, like she told her parents when it came to her smoking the vape pen, I know there are a lot of girls who look up to me, and I'm not going to jeopardize my principles, even though she did hit it one time. So remember, I mean, and another sign that Kaleb is a hit and quit it kind of guy, he was literally willing to say, hey, let's go to the bedroom. He was literally ready to knock boots with Jasmine in the bedroom of Curtis and Ella. That shows you how badly he wants it. I feel like he wants sex more than he wants her. So that's why I'm like, Kaleb, hit it and quit it kind of guy. Let's get the discussion going in the comment section below. What do you think about him? Like I said, I don't dislike the character. I actually like the character a lot. I just feel like it's written all over his face. You know, just like Chris Brown. Take you down. I really want to. Look, I love his first couple of albums, man. I tell you, from like, what was it? Self-titled. Oh my God. Was it the Fortune album? Wait, which one? I feel so bad because his sophomore album is like one of my favorite ones. It's the one because it was the exclusive. I think it was Chris Brown exclusive, or was it the exclusive edition? It's the one that has like Wall to Wall, Take You Down, With You. I love that album. Yeah, I love that album. Then of course he came out with Change Man or Transform. Yeah, I didn't like that one. That was the one after the Rihanna situation. Fame, that's probably like, I feel like Fame was probably like the last Chris, not Chris, but I feel like Fame was the last Chris album that came out that had the most songs I liked on it. Not just a couple singles, but it had like a lot of songs I really liked from start to finish. But yeah, that's all I got to say on this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe. Shout out to the patrons over on Patreon. You can join in for as little as $1 a month, or if you want to, feel free to donate to the channel directly on PayPal or Cash App. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.